Welcome to beautiful Newport, Rhode Island, inside of historic Hardines Field. It is the Newport Gulls pregame show on the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Quinton Pelzel, and today is the first of two games between the Newport Gulls and the visiting North Adams SteepleCats. For the Gulls, they are coming off their first loss of the season. They dropped to 5-1 after traveling to Danbury yesterday. The Danbury offense powered their way to 5 home runs, a team that going into the game only had 2 home runs as a team the entire season. So the Gulls will be looking to rebound. And as for the SteepleCats, they are also coming off of a loss. They've lost 4 in a row. They were winning against the Sanford Mainers last night, 1-0 in the 9th inning, ended up losing that game 2-1. So both of these teams now looking to get back in the win column today in 2 games, doubleheader, which will start at 3 o'clock. Don't go anywhere because we got interviews with players and coaches coming up. And first pitch right around the corner. You're listening to the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show. I'm Quinton Pelzel. I'm here with Newport Gulls outfielder Billy Butler. Billy, thanks for joining us on the pregame show. And you had a terrific season at the University of Rhode Island this past year. First team All A10. Talk to me about what went well for you this season and what was clicking for you.
Yeah, honestly, it was just a lot of fun. I was really grateful to be out there, just battling injuries throughout my career. So had a lot of fun with my teammates, especially my brother and Big Mike here. But yeah.
And this is going to be your second season now with the Newport Gulls. What are you expecting going into this summer? What are you looking to get out of this experience here with the Newport Gulls?
Definitely, I'm thinking about a lot of wins for us this summer. You know, we have a stacked team, so that's always going to be fun. The guys are awesome. But for me, I'm definitely trying to just get a little more patient this summer, work on an approach at the plate, and just enjoy it. You know, beautiful location, great weather, great guys too. So I'm really excited, and these guys are too.
Yeah, you're speaking out the great guys here. This is your second week now with the team. How's the adjustment been with the Gulls, and how's the chemistry going with you guys?
Awesome. Honestly, unbelievable. We're bonding pretty quick, honestly. We've had some long bus rides too, so obviously it expedites that process a little bit. We're playing a lot of Mafia on the bus, so yeah, we're getting pretty close. Still learning some names, but you know how it is.
Who's the best narrator for Mafia on the bus?
Definitely Colton. 100%. He's
All
a
right.
legend.
Alrighty, that is Billy Butler, the outfielder for the Newport Gulls. We'll be back with more on the Newport Gulls pregame show. Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show. I'm Quinton Pelzel. I'm here with Newport Gulls infielder Luke Beckstein. And Luke, you had your season at Northeastern this past year. How would you describe the season? How would you describe how the season went this past year at Northeastern?
Yeah, we had the best season, I think, that we could have asked for besides winning the conference and winning some of the games in the regional. We had our school record in wins. We were ranked this year, so I think it was one of the best seasons Northeastern's ever had. And we're just looking to build on that next year and continue to progress and make Northeastern a big name around the country.
And you had a really good season here in Newport last year, returning for your second year. What are you looking to get out of playing for the Newport Gulls this year, and why did you come back and play for the Gulls?
Yeah, I come here because I want to learn from some of the best players in the country, some of the best coaches in the country, just learn from them. Last year I had a great time here, some of the best fans around. It's just a beautiful place to play baseball, and I just have a great time. I had a great time last year playing, so I wanted to come back.
And summer ball is really about development, trying to get better. So when you go back on campus in the fall, you're a better player than you were last year. So what are you going to be looking to work on personally here for the next 2 months in Newport?
Yeah, I think just soaking up a lot of these great hitters on our team, seeing what they do well, and just building myself as a ball player, working to be a better hitter. Even some of these guys infielding wise, I want to learn what they have to say. Just soaking up as much information as I can from all these guys.
Well, thank you, Luke. Appreciate it. Good luck today. That was Luke Beckstein, infielder for the Newport Gulls. We'll be back with more on the Newport Gulls pregame show.
Hi, we're back with the Newport Gulls pregame show. I am Alexandra Shaw, and I'm here with Michael Anderson. And Michael, you just finished your first year at URI, correct?
Yes.
So how has that been on URI's team in comparison to here? Like, how would you take away anything you've learned from that team to this team this season?
Yeah, I mean, URI was a great year. We played pretty well, but overall it's just cool being with like a bunch of different guys, seeing how they prepare to games and like how they hit their hitting routine. So just like learning how they do stuff differently than us.
And is there anything from last night's game that you noticed about their team that could possibly help you and your teammates out in playing against them again in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I mean, they just got they got ahead of hitters, and I feel like yesterday our pitchers did they weren't challenging hitters as much, and they were getting good counts to hit in, so leading to like more of those home runs that they had. But other than that, not really. I think we played good overall. Just maybe we could have hit a little better.
Yeah, definitely. And how are you feeling about going into today's doubleheader?
Awesome. I'm excited. I'm ready to play baseball. So.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time for the interview, and we'll be right back with the rest of the Newport Gulls pregame show.
And welcome into Cardines Field for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Newport Gulls and the North Adams SteepleCats. We had to wait just a little bit, about an hour delay as we are getting started here. The sun is out. We had the tarp out on the field as well. The field looks pretty playable, and we'll see where the night takes us. Of course, this is a 7-inning Game 2. Quentin Pelzel, Alexandra Shaw, and Adam Godkin with you. Sorry, it was a very long rain delay, but Adam, we are here. It was about an hour delay, and here we are for the start of Game 2. What can you expect to see from these players after the long layoff?
The bullpen does not look great. That's
Okay.
one thing that I'm going to say for sure. They put about 3 bags of quick dry on the mound, and even then it was still pretty damp. The rest of the field looks to be just okay, so I wonder if we might see a little bit of shakiness out of these starting pitchers. Also, the fact that they had to wait another hour to start getting warm. Luckily for them, they never started getting warm before the rain actually came, so that's not going to be much of an issue. The actual field itself looks to be pretty okay. Behind the backstop does not look to be too good. I think that might be the worst part of the field right now. But other than that, I think we're pretty good, and it's a gorgeous night to play ball.
Yeah, and we are just about ready to go as Ryan Andrade is on the mound, and the lineup that he'll be facing will be Ben Watson, and then Hudson Polk, Sam Tackett, Kyle Hannon. Gunnar Johnson will get the start. He did not start in Game 1. DM Jefferson, Camden Gasser, Jason Shockley, and then rounding out the SteepleCats lineup will be Jack Reynolds. Unlike Game 1, the Gulls will be the home team, so Andrade is on the mound, and Ryan Andrade had a great Game 1 in front of the home crowd. What do you think he's got for tonight?
I think he's going to do really well, just looking at like where he's been at URI and the games he's played there. His freshman year, he did really well. He was in 12 games, and he started on the mound 3 times. And then recently, he just finished his sophomore year. He was served as the team's like primary closer for most of Rhodey's games. So I think he's ready for tonight, and he's going to do a good job. Yeah,
as you said, he was mostly the closer, but now he's getting his second start of the summer. That first start came on June 7th, a week ago from today against Bristol. It was a 3-1 win for the Gulls. He went 5 innings, did not give up a hit or a run, 6 walks and 3 strikeouts. So he'll be looking to continue that outing here against the SteepleCats as Ben Watson will dig in. And we are ready for first pitch. The sun is out, 7:34. First pitch is swung on and missed, and we're underway in Game 2 at Cardines Field.
Ryan Andrade with a really solid fastball, sits in the low 90s, 91, 92 is where he's going to average sometimes, gets down to 90, and sometimes will top out at about 93 miles an hour. So another high velo guy for the Gulls.
That pitch swung on and missed, strike 2, so 2 fastballs to Ben Watson, who got the start in Game 1, and he went 1 for 3, struck out twice. He also doubled and scored in the 5th inning of that game. Andrade deals a fastball that is just off the plate, 1-2. He's got a lot of family here, a lot of fans in attendance to watch him. He's from nearby Middletown, Rhode Island. As Alexandra said, he's from the University of Rhode Island as he puts a breaking ball in there. Strike 3 called, 1 away.
Just on the outside edge, an absolutely perfect pitch there from Andre, and Ben Watson was never going to swing at it. Just caught the outside edge, and a nice way to start the day for the hometown kid.
2021 Rhode Island High School Player of the Year was Ryan Andrade. Helped lead Middletown High School to a state championship. Pitches in there for a strike to Hudson Polk.
Hudson Polk got his first hit of the season in the game earlier today with a huge double into left center field.
And Andrade just keeps pumping strikes in there. It's now 0-2 to Polk. Playing first base tonight. Breaking ball skips to the plate, 1-2. Didn't look too promising after game 1 in terms of the weather.
No, not at all. I did not think we were going to get this game in.
Shortly after we went off air, it just absolutely started downpouring. Thunder and lightning and everything that went along with that. Tarp was on the field. But here we are in the terrific interns and volunteers and players and coaches. Combined effort to get this field into a playable condition. 2-2 is inside, 3-2.
Nice job there from Polk to just lay off on 3 straight balls after initially going down 0-2.
Out of the windup, fastball. Did he go around? He did. Strike 3, 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts to start his outing for Ryan Andrade.
Right fielder, number 19, Samuel Tackett of Virginia Tech University.
You can see Andre just licking his lips, getting ready for the next batter that he's going to face. He is a intense guy on the hill.
Yeah, he just gets the ball, gets on the mound, and throws it. Not much in between. It's all business as Sam Tackett digs in. Does not wear any batting gloves. Right-handed hitter. Guy with probably the most pop in this lineup.
Even though there's no pitch clock here in the NECBL, you can see the ramifications that it's had in college baseball, just how fast Andrade and the rest of these pitchers are moving.
It's now 2-1, and just take a look around the league at all the times that these games start at and when they end. It's basically 2 hours, 2.5 hours for a 9-inning game, which even a few years ago would seem like it's completely out of question. Like there's no way that could happen. But I think it does have some ripple effects. And that's a swing and a miss. 3-1 fastball. Andrade's best versus Tackett's best. We'll see what Andrade comes with here. 3-2, 2-out pitch. Fastball foul back to the screen. Came with the fastball, and here we go, out of the windup, the 3-2. Fastball hit on the ground, over the bag, down the right field line. That's going to ricochet off of the sidewall. Tackett's going to head for second as the right fielder Downs lost his footing. Into second with a double is Tackett, and it's a 2-out double for the SteepleCats.
That's a double no matter the field conditions, but Downs almost slipped at the end, which would have allowed Tackett to go to third, and that's just kind of the ramifications that we see from the rain. It's really, really slippery, so there's probably going to be a few misplays in the outfield, but a nice swing on that from Tackett, just barely gets it down the line, and the magic of Cardines Field makes that a double.
First hit given up of the season by Ryan Andrade. Went 5 2/3 without allowing a hit to start the NECBL season as Tackett is dancing off a second. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike as Hannon swings and misses through that one.
That was a really nice off-speed. Hannon hit a towering double off the top of the fence in the first game. Afterwards, he was saying it should have been a home run. That was a home run in pretty much every other park. And so, he wants a little bit of revenge after that right here.
And he goes and bids for one there, but he just got under it. Center fielder D'Onofrio there makes the grab, and that'll do it for the SteepleCats here in the top of the first. So Andrade gives up a hit, but strands one. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Goals coming up. You're listening to the NECBL Broadcast Network.
fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8, purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The Newport Gulls broadcast network features 7 high-definition cameras, graphics, instant replay, and extended pregame and postgame coverage. Watch the Gulls all season long every Friday night on Your View New England. Be sure to follow the Gulls all season long on our social media accounts at Newport Gulls on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Newport Gulls, and subscribe on YouTube.com/Newport Gulls for the latest video highlights and exclusive interviews.
Back at Cardines Field, Quinton Pelzel, Alexandra Shaw, and Adam Godkin with you as the North Adams SteepleCats went scoreless in the top of the first, and the Gulls will come to bat here in the bottom of the first. They will send Anthony D'Onofrio to the plate, followed by Dakota Jordan, Colby Branch, and then Trent Farquhar is the cleanup hitter, followed by Slade Alford, Aaron Downs, Brian Brecker gets the start at DH, Matt Shark, and then Ryan Proto rounding out the Gulls lineup. On the mound for the SteepleCats will be John Serwinski, the right-hander.
Serwinski, one of the midweek starters for UPenn, the Ivy League champs this past year in his freshman year at a 4.44 ERA, which really got inflated by his final start of the season where he went 1 2/3 innings against Delaware and gave up 5 runs. Outside of that, he never gave up more than 2 runs in a game. He's a guy who's got really good control, only 13 walks in 24 innings. And he's a player with true pro hopes, and very excited to see what he can do here in his first appearance with the Cats.
First batter he'll face will be Anthony D'Onofrio, the left-handed hitter. Serwinski just going out of the stretch. No windup, and he reaches for one, lifts one into center field. It's going to hang up for the center fielder Watson, and there is one away. So good start for Serwinski, as Dakota Jordan will step to the plate. He got the start in game 1.
SteepleCats kind of just hoping that the Gulls used up all their runs in the first game of this doubleheader, scoring 13, including an explosive 8-run second inning. A good start there for Serwinski.
Dakota Jordan was on base in all 3 of his plate appearances, 2 for 2. With 2 runs scored, also walked, had an RBI, so he did a little bit of everything for the SteepleCats in that game. Got taken out in the 4th inning. So he's back in there for game 2. The 1-0 swung on and missed 1-1. Great breaking ball from Serwinski.
Yeah, that curve can just be absolutely nasty for the right-hander. And his fastball, probably his strongest pitch in the low 90s.
And that pitch is outside. Another breaking ball. This time, Jordan does not swing at it. It's 2-1.
A few changes in the field for the SteepleCats in this game, with Hudson Polk getting his first start at first base of the season. And then the left side of the infield flip-flopping with Camden Gasser at short and Jack Reynolds at third. In the outfield, DM Jefferson, who was the designated hitter in game 1, is now playing left. The center and right fielder Virginia Tech combo of Ben Watson and Sam Tackett's the same, and Kyle Hannon still at second base.
Dakota Jordan draws another walk. He has been on base a ton this year. After game 1, Dakota Jordan's got his average up to 500. He is 8 for 16, and he has an on-base percentage of .636 coming into this game, and that has only gone up after that walk. Colby Branch will dig in. Branch went 1 for 2 in game 1. Walked and had an RBI double. 2 runs scored. Branch batting .300 after game 1. The pitch is a little high, and it's 1-1 to the Baylor shortstop.
After that explosive offensive performance, the Gulls as a team hitting .266. That's the best batting average in the league.
Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Count now 1-2. Serwinski looking pretty sharp early on. Getting that breaking ball over. The fastball, of course, in the low 90s.
Yeah, that breaking ball was really pretty. Started on the inside edge of the plate, then went towards the middle. Cause for Branch to back up to avoid getting hit, but it ended up being right down the middle.
Can't get Branch to swing, but that ball will go behind the catcher, Shockley. Heading to second will be Jordan.
That going to be scored as a pass ball against Shockley.
So the Gulls with an early RBI chance here in the bottom of the first. 2-2. Pitch outside, 3-2, just missed. Shockley held that for a couple extra seconds. Wanted that strike call from home plate umpire Craig Andriozzi. Didn't get it.
Swinski thought he had him after seeing the pitch and where it went.
Pitch to Branch is fouled back. He was right on it. Lights are on here at Cardines, and the sun is out. Wouldn't have expected to be saying that about an hour and a half ago. But it's actually turned out to be a very pleasant evening. A little chill in the air. Second baseman Hannon holding on Jordan. Now he goes back to his position at second. The pitch is going to be outside ball 4. Nice take by Branch. Second walk of the inning given up by Serwinski.
And again, Serwinski not too pleased. Catcher Shockley just asking the home plate umpire where it missed, and he says it was too high. I thought that one was right below the letters, but you can see Shockley pointing to the dugout saying it was high.
Now it's Trent Farquhar, had a 3-run home run in game 1. Now has 4 RBIs on the season. The pitch is ripped into right field for a base hit past the diving Polk. Here comes Jordan for the plate. The throw will go into second. And on at first with an RBI single is Trent Farquhar, and the Gulls have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, this is not how you wanted to start if you're the SteepleCats after giving up 13 runs in game 1. To already give up 1 here in the first. Although, looks like the umpires are going to talk things over here. I don't know about what exactly. I don't know what there would be to talk about.
Yeah, this is very weird as they are huddled up over about a little bit more than halfway down the first base line. I have no clue what this could be.
It looks like the umpire, the home plate umpire, just rolled up his right sleeve. And he's pointing at something on his right arm, maybe. I have no idea what this could be about. I've got no clue.
Yeah, this is very strange.
But I've got legitimately no idea what this could be.
And they're still talking about it. Craig Andriozzi now walking back to his station over behind home plate. And now the managers want an explanation as to what's going on.
Or maybe, is that a trainer talking things over with the home plate umpire?
Great camera work, too, by our team over here.
Absolutely.
Could there be like an injury from like another like player? Is that anything to do with
I didn't
it?
see any
No,
contact.
It's something with the home plate umpire, I think, because now he is with the trainer, I think. I don't know who else that would be. Of course, I'm the visitor, but looks like he's okay.
The only thing I can think of is during one of these at-bats here, there was a foul ball, and he might have gotten hit on the right arm, and it's starting to puff up or it's starting to bruise up on his right arm.
I've got no clue.
But it does look like Andriozzi is going to tough it out here. And Slade Alford will be the batter. Runners at second and first, so whatever it was, it seems to have been put mute, at least for the moment. There's one away. Serwinski, the pitcher, looking down. Branch at second. First pitch is a breaking ball low, 1-0. Alford getting a start in game 2. Had 3 hits in game 1. 3 for 3. Pitch is in there for a strike. Counts now 1-1. Alford batting .318 on the season now. No home runs and 6 runs batted in. Center fielder Watson shaded a little to the left side. Big gap in right center. The pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2.
Something's going on with the home plate umpire. He's not motioning strike. He's yelling strike, but he's not making any motion.
Yeah, it's got to be something. I think maybe there was a foul tip back and hit him, or a ball in the dirt. I would assume along the lines he got hit. And Alford is fouls that one away off to the right side. Still 1-2.
I've never seen an umpire not motion for a strike before.
There was a hit earlier that did get fouled back that did seem like a little too close to both of them. So maybe that was like one of the more recent ones.
Yeah, that probably is it, as Alford swings and misses through a breaking ball, strike 3, and there is 2 away.
It's a key strikeout there for Serwinski after giving up the RBI single to Trent Farquhar in the prior at-bat to get 2 outs. This is first time pitching in the NECBL, his first NECBL game. And it can just be a little bit of nerves at the start sometimes.
Batter now is Aaron Downs from Mississippi State. The pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Downs from Starkville, Mississippi, rising sophomore. The pitch is a little high, and the count's now 1-1. Downs getting his 6th start of the season. He's got a hit in every game that he's played so far.
We do have a representative from Mississippi State in attendance tonight, along with a ton of other Division I colleges. I know Virginia Tech and Pitt, and many others.
Many of them probably here to see the starting pitchers and the players playing in this one. The 0-2 pitch. And that is in there. Strike 3 called. Terrific breaking ball right there from Serwinski. And that'll do it for the Gulls here in the first inning, but not before. They score 1 on 1 hit, and they strand 2. We'll head to the top of the second. 1-0 Gulls lead here at Cardines.
The choice of Major League All-Stars is now the official batting gloves of the New England League, Bruce Bolt. Bruce Bolt batting gloves are handmade by skilled craftsmen using 100% real Cabretta leather. The stitching, materials, and unique design make these the best-fitting, most durable batting gloves in baseball. For more information, visit brucebolt.us. That's brucebolt.us. Fans, stay connected by following the New England League on all of our social media channels. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/NECBL. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the NECBL, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Did you know that the NECBL plays over 40 games in under 2 months? That's a lot of baseball to stay on top of. If you want to make sure you don't miss a thing, sign up for the official NECBL newsletter, providing updates emailed directly to you, highlighting the best of the week that was. Don't miss out. Sign up at NECBL.com today. Over 225 NECBL alumni have gone on to play Major League Baseball, including World Series MVPs Jeremy Pena and Steven Strasburg. With 13 teams in 6 scenic New England communities.
Ryan Andrade will begin his second inning of work after pretty clean first inning. Struck out 2, did give up a hit, but ended up getting Kyle Hannon to fly out to center. So he's on the mound, and we are ready to go for the start of the second. It'll be Gunnar Johnson, DM Jefferson, and Camden Gasser. Pitches up high, 1-0. Quinton Pelzel, Alexandra Smith, and Adam Gotkin with you for Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Game 1 going to the Gulls. Pitch is going to be a little low, 2-0.
No, it's a called strike. Again, this umpire not motioning because it seems like he might have hurt his arm.
Yeah, so it's going to be tough tonight to tell. You got to, I guess, listen to the umpire.
Johnson, who's at the plate, started the season 0-14 before a double yesterday to get his first hit. And he's hoping to just start to get into a roll. Took him so long to get that first hit, and just wants to get another one.
Here's the 2-2. Check swing on a fastball high. It's going to be 3-2, coming in at 92 miles an hour, according to the radar gun here at Cardines. Here's the pitch. And that's a little high ball 4. First walk given up by Andrade. He had 6 in his last start, but he did not give up a hit or a run, so wasn't too concerning.
Always important to get your leadoff batter on if you're trailing in a game. Gives you some hope for this inning to maybe get a run in and be able to tie it.
Pitch, and Jefferson shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, in the zone. Just got the inside edge, the home plate umpire said. Not a single bunt has actually been placed down by a SteepleCat yet this year.
Here's the pitch. Jefferson showing bunt again, pulls back.
And that one a ball.
Yeah, it's gonna be close to impossible to decipher whether or not a ball or strike is gonna be called unless the crowd gets a little less loud, or unless there's a swing there, like that. Makes it easier. 1-2. Throw to first, and Shark makes the catch. Saved his life by making that catch as Andrade ripped that in there.
That's a really quick spin move. That's dangerous. These SteepleCats batters are really going to have to be on their toes.
1-2, breaking ball swung on and missed. Wow. Filthy pitch by Ryan Andrade. 3rd strikeout of his outing, and there's one away. That one just fell off the table.
Shortstop, number 7, Camden Gasser.
And now it's Camden Gasser, left-handed hitter. And Andrade's ready to go. He's waiting for Gasser to get in the box. Throw to first. Back diving in safely is Gunnar Johnson. Each team with 1 hit, but the Gulls with the run. Trent Farquhar's RBI single. That pitch is grounded into the hole on the right side. Branched for 1 on to first. A double play. Branch was ranging to his right, and he made the play. 6-4-3, and that'll do it for the SteepleCats here in the top of the second. So they get no runs, no hits, and no one left on. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Gulls lead.
Fans, stay connected by following the New England League on all of our social media channels. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/NECBL. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the NECBL, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Did you know that the NECBL plays over 40 games in under 2 months? That's a lot of baseball to stay on top of. If you want to make sure you don't miss a thing, sign up for the official NECBL newsletter, providing updates emailed directly to you, highlighting the best of the week that was. Don't miss out. Sign up at necbl.com today. Over 225 NECBL alumni have gone on to play Major League Baseball, including World Series MVPs Jeremy Pena and Steven Strasburg. With 13 teams in 6 scenic New England communities, the NECBL offers the most entertaining and competitive amateur wooden bat summer baseball in the country. Now celebrating over a quarter of a century of excellence, the New England League showcases baseball's brightest stars as they keep their eyes on their dream. For current team information, rosters, and schedules, visit necbl.com.
Back at Cardines Field, Quentin Pelzel, Alexandra Shaw, and Adam Godkin bringing you NECBL action on a Wednesday evening. The Gulls lead 1-0 over the North Adams SteepleCats. The Gulls winning game 1, improving to 6-1, and the SteepleCats falling to 1-5. But SteepleCats looking to get that win back and split this doubleheader. Serwinski back to the mound for his second inning of work. It'll be Brecker, Shark, and Proto due up for the Gulls here in the bottom half of the second. Brecker did not get the start in game 1. However, did start in the game yesterday against the Danbury Westerners. Did get a hit. He went 1 for 4. Catcher from Michigan State University. Pitch is a breaking ball. He went around 0-2.
And so the umpire motioning here with his left arm instead of his right. He was hit by a warm-up pitch from that right arm, so it'll be hard for us to see even though he's doing that just because the body's blocking that left arm based on our viewpoint here behind home plate and to the right.
0-2 is fouled away. Brecker hit .316 this past year at Michigan State. 49 games played, 8 home runs, and 36 runs batted in. Returner from last year's Gulls team. Played in 12 games for Newport. Serwinski will come set. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled off. Still 1-2. A fastball coming in at 89 miles an hour from Serwinski. With the Gulls last year, Brecker hit .258 with a home run. 7 runs batted in. Gulls rostering 3 catchers. We saw Jacob Burley in game 1. Here's Brecker in game 2, who is playing DH tonight, and then Ryan Proto, who's a couple batters later, is the third catcher. Serwinski sets. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, and the count is now full, 3-2.
That's another one Serwinski thought that he had, just can't get the call though.
Serwinski deals, ball outside. They appeal down to first. They say no swing, so heading down to first will be Brecker. And the Gulls have the leadoff man on.
Well, walks were the issue for the SteepleCats in the first game, with the starting pitcher Trent Hogden walking 6 batters, and already a bit of an issue here today in this one. That's the 3rd free pass given up by John Serwinski, and of course you don't want to give up a walk just because it puts a runner on, but also gets your pitch count up. And with how many games the Cats have in so little time, and this being the second game of a doubleheader, Ryan Abel, the manager of the Cats, would really like if Serwinski could get deeper into this game.
I will say that both pitchers so far for both teams in this game, not trying to compare them to the first game, but they've just seemed so much more like focused and like just like ready to go. And it might just be because of that delay we had, but they just seem like really on top of their game for what they're doing.
Certainly much faster pace through these first 2 innings than in the last game as Shark swings and misses.
Always interesting to see the difference in demeanor for different pitchers, as you were saying. Some are so locked in and so serious on the mound. Other ones, I'm not saying they're not serious, but definitely just don't look to be as locked in, but I imagine they are.
That one is popped up into shallow right. On comes Tackett, makes the grab, and there's one away. Ryan Proto will now be the batter, getting his first plate appearance of the doubleheader today from the University of Massachusetts Lowell.
It's kind of hard to fully see, but we can kind of tell over the third base line. The sunset absolutely gorgeous here at Cardines Field. A almost peach-colored sky. It's, kind of reminiscent of what this night has been with the crazy rain and a long, long day of baseball.
Oftentimes, the best sunsets are the ones that come after the storm, as going down to second is Brecker, and he is out. He's gunned down by the catcher, Jason Shockley. What a throw there. Ran on a breaking ball, too. Brecker trying to pull the surprise attack, but it did not get past Shockley. 2 down.
Perfect placement on that throw from Shockley, just in the right spot, and just so easy to get the tag down right on the helmet of the batter, or of the runner, sorry.
Proto swings and fouls it back to the screen. Count now 1-1. Proto got his last start on June 10th against Mystic, when 1 for 2, had a 2-run double in that game. Gulls ended up winning that one 3-0. And that one's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. 1 for 5 on the season is Proto. Serwinski comes set. Here's the pitch. And that one is a little low, 2-2. SteepleCats wearing their blue jerseys, the white lettering and the white pants. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3. So Serwinski gets Proto, and it's a scoreless inning thrown by Serwinski, his second strikeout of the outing. Through 2 here at Cardines Field, it is 1-0 Gulls lead.
The choice of Major League All-Stars is now the official batting gloves of the New England League, Bruce Bolt. Bruce Bolt batting gloves are handmade by skilled craftsmen using 100% real Cabretta leather. The stitching, materials, and unique design make these the best-fitting, most durable batting gloves in baseball. For more information, visit brucebolt.us. That's brucebolt.us. Fans, stay connected by following the New England League on all of our social media channels. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/NECBL. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the NECBL, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Did you know that the NECBL plays over 40 games in under 2 months? That's a lot of baseball to stay on top of. If you want to make sure you don't miss a thing, sign up for the official NECBL newsletter, providing updates emailed directly to you, highlighting the best of the week that was. Don't miss out. Sign up at NECBL.com.
Back here at Cardines Field, Quinton Pelzel, Alexandra Shaw, and now going to toss it over to the voice of the North Adams SteepleCats. That is Adam Gotkin. Adam, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Quinton. 1-0. The home team Gulls lead the visiting SteepleCats. It'll be Jason Shockley, the number 8 hitter and catcher, who leads off for the Cats, hitting .200 on the season, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts in our game earlier today.
Greenwood, Delaware.
All right, Andre back out for his 3rd inning of work. Has 3 strikeouts, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk. Got a inning-ending 6-4-3 double play to the top of the 2nd. As that ball bounced to the right side, and a easy play there for the first baseman Shark, and just like that, 1 up, 1 down.
Nice pitch by Andre. He's just filling up the strike zone. Only 1 walk now through the first 8 batters that he's faced, so very good control that he has shown so far. As I mentioned, in his first start of the season, he had 6 walks in 5 innings. Certainly an improvement here.
Brings up Jack Reynolds, who's batting the lowest in the lineup as he has all season long in the number 9 spot. Got his first hit of the season in the first game of the doubleheader after starting off 0 for 16. As Andre's 0-1 pitch is a ball up and away at 91 miles an hour on the fastball. Reynolds watches that one way inside. Moves us to a count of 2-1. SteepleCats did get 7 hits in the first game of our doubleheader. Only scored 1 run, but that 7 hits an improvement as a big swing and a miss, and that moves us full to 3-2.
Yeah, that was a healthy cut from Reynolds. If he makes contact with that one, who knows how far that will go. But just a little late on that low 90s fastball from Andre.
Wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to it here. Andre shook off the first sign. I think he wanted that heater. And the pitch. And he got him looking on a fastball inside edge of the plate. Reynolds was on his way to first base through the bat. But home plate umpire says, nope, you're going to the dugout, not to first base. And that brings up the top of the order. And Ben Watson here with 2 gone.
Through the first 9 batters that Andre has faced, 4 strikeouts, only 1 hit given up. Great start for Andre.
Watson watches the pitch in, 0-1. That one hit a double down the right field line for Sam Tackett. He was then stranded at second base. There's that one down the right field line, but a dribbler foul. And so it's 0-2 just like that. Andre looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the 3rd. Way up and away, 92 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's just reaching back and trying to throw it as hard as he can.
That was a good eye for that catch, though. He was really like on top of it.
The 1-2. Big swing and a miss on a fastball blowing right past Watson. And the SteepleCats go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 3rd. So that sends us into the bottom of the 3rd as the SteepleCats get no runs on no hits, no errors, and none left on base. Due up for the goals is the top of the order here on the NECBO network.
Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. Whether you're an island resident or planning a summer getaway, the fastest way to get to the Cape and Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information.
And we're into the bottom of the third inning here on the NECBL network. Top of the order due up for the Newport Gulls. Anthony on a trio to lead off for the Gulls. That's a center field his first time up.
Yeah, D'Onofrio and Jordan and Branch, very good top three for the Gulls. And D'Onofrio in game one, he had 2 strikeouts in his first 2 plate appearances, but then redeemed himself at a 2-run double.
First pitch to D'Onofrio, laced down the line and right, but foul. Gulls scored their run back in the bottom of the first. It was Dakota Jordan who came in on a Trent Farquhar RBI single. So we're going to miss on the fastball, 0-2.
And how about the doubleheader, the 2 games that Trent Farquhar has had? 3 home runs, has the RBI single here, 4 runs batted in here the first 2 games.
That pitch low, and it's 1-2. Three strikeouts for Serwinski so far today. As that ball is demolished in towards right center field, and it is out of here. A solo home run for the Gulls leadoff man, Anthony D'Onofrio, and it's 2-0 Newport here in the bottom of the third inning.
That's got to feel good for D'Onofrio, who blasted 16 home runs this past year at Quinnipiac University. Certainly capable of that one, as gets a fastball, and he knew what to do with it on the inside part of the plate. Right into that short porch out in right center field. Great swing by Anthony.
First pitch to Dakota Jordan misses, and it's 1-0. Jordan, the man who scored in the first inning, the first run of the game. And Jordan now ahead 2-0. Serwinski already approaching 50 pitches. That last his 47th of the outing. Bouncer to short, Gasser's there. Throw to first is just barely in time with Dakota Jordan speeding down that first base line.
Yeah, I don't think Gasser really knew who was running, and I think he just took his time.
Yeah, I was going to say there was just like a little hesitation with it, but yeah.
Ended up getting the out, as now Bobby Branch comes to the plate. He walked his first time up and was stranded at second base. Serwinski's first pitch in for a strike on an off-speed away, 0-1. Seems like the home plate umpire has pretty much recovered from his injury back at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, since then I haven't really thought anything of it.
As the pitch, just outside.
I think in between innings he got some ice and been able to recover just a little bit.
Branch already with 6 RBIs this season. At the plate here with no one on and 1 out. Far inside, 3-1. And Branch walked his first time up today. He's been issued 3 free passes this season. Called strike at the letters, and that moves us full to 3-2.
Yeah, that was right at the letters, and Branch didn't think so.
The payoff pitch. And we'll go again here with the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Branch was one of the best players at Baylor this past year as a true freshman. All-rookie Big 12 team. Certainly has a bright future in Texas.
The 3-2 again. And this one laced to short. One hop into the glove of Gasser. This time he works a little bit faster. And you've got 2 gone. Brings up the cleanup hitter Trent Farquhar, who hit the RBI single his first time up.
I thought he snagged that one out of the air and just threw to first just for show, but I think the umpires actually ruled that he caught that on 1 hop, so.
I thought the same thing that you did, but it was like a quick, little pop into the mitt.
Yeah. Just made the throw just for safekeeping.
First pitch to Farquhar, right back to Serwinski. He'll take it himself, and just like that, that is out number 3. But Anthony Donofrio hits a leadoff home run. And with that, the Gulls take the 2-0 lead here on the NECBL network.
Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8, purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The Newport Gulls broadcast network features 7 high-definition cameras, graphics, instant replay, and extended pregame and postgame coverage. Watch the Gulls all season long every Friday night on Your View New England. Be sure to follow the Gulls all season long on our social media accounts at Newport Gulls on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Newport Gulls, and subscribe on YouTube.com/Newport Gulls for the latest video highlights and exclusive interviews. The chase for the Fay Vincent Senior Cup begins on Monday, August 1st, when the 2022 New England League playoffs begin. 6 teams will qualify this year.
Hudson Polk leads off in the top of the 4th. Went down via the K his first time up, and a fastball blown right by him on the first pitch by Ryan Andre. An 0-2 just like that. Andre's given up just 1 hit. He's walked just 1. Five strikeouts so far for the Rhode Island product.
Yeah, he's been filling up the strike zone, doing a great job just getting the ball, throwing it. Really good pace. He's in a really nice rhythm right now.
The 2-2, and that moves us full to 3-2. Field holding up pretty well after the torrential downpour in between games of the doubleheader. Delayed the second game by pretty much exactly an hour. The payoff pitch, half swing, but Polk went. And the top of the 4th starts the same way that the top of the 3rd ended, with a strikeout swinging. That's number 6 for Andre.
It's not back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan Andrade, so he's in a groove right now.
Brings up Sam Tackett, the only man to get the better of Andre with a 2-out double back in the 1st. Takes a hack and a miss to go down 0-1. This next pitch will be the 50th of the outing for Andrade. And it's upstairs. 1-1.
Second batter that we've seen the SteepleCats try and lay down a bunt, or at least show bunt.
That ball laced right to the shortstop, and Branch makes the catch for out number 2.
Probably the hardest hit ball that we've seen tonight off the bat of Tackett. And he's got the two probably best at-bats against Andrade. He had the double down the right field line in the first inning, and then that line shot to the shortstop, Colby Branch, who made the catch there. So Tackett has been seeing Andrade pretty well. The rest of the lineup, not quite so well.
First pitch to Hannon, bunt down the third base line, and it will stay fair. Kicks off the bag, and it's a bunt base hit for Kyle Hannon here with 2 gone in the top of the 4th.
And that's now the second straight batter that was showing bunt too. So not only were they trying to show bunt, but Hannon was serious about it, and he dropped down a beautiful bunt. You really can't place it any better than what Hannon just did.
Alford was playing so far away from the line and back that it just created that area. Hannon put a lot more power than you normally see on a bunt, but placed it perfectly. Gunnar Johnson at the plate, walked his first time up, and then was out at second in a 6-4-3 double play. Runner going, that one to short. Branch is going to have to go cross diamond to first, and it gets by. Around in third, and on his way home is Hannon. The throw is offline, but into second base, where Gunnar Johnson will be tagged out. The run does count, however, and so the SteepleCats cut into the Gulls lead. It is 2-1 at the end of 3.5 innings here on the NECBL Network.
Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8, purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The Newport Gulls broadcast network features 7 high-definition cameras, graphics, instant replay, and extended pregame and postgame coverage. Watch the Gulls all season long every Friday night on Your View New England. Be sure to follow the Gulls all season long on our social media accounts at Newport Gulls on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Newport Gulls, and subscribe on YouTube.com/Newport Gulls for the latest video highlights and exclusive interviews.
Bottom of the 4th inning here from Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. The Newport Gulls lead the North Adams SteepleCats 2-1. Due up for the Gulls is the middle of the order, and Slate Alford, who struck out his first time up. John Serwinski in his 4th inning of work. He has struck out 3, given up 2 hits, but both hits have been for RBIs. The single from Trent Farquhar and the leadoff home run from Anthony D'Onofrio. First pitch to Slate Alford, low, 1-0. Slider catches the outside part of the plate, 1-1.
At least we got a game here as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 is the score. The SteepleCats getting on the board. Kind of a gift, but Cats will take it any way they can.
That ball ripped towards left center. Watson there in the deepest part of the park for out number 1.
And Serwinski has done a nice job settling down after giving up that home run to D'Onofrio. If you do add in that home run by D'Onofrio, he's still retired. 6 of the last 7 batters that he has faced. So Serwinski has settled in just like Andrade has.
You mentioned that we do have a game today. The earlier of this doubleheader, it was 11-0 at this point. Big swing and a miss from Aaron Downs on the first pitch, 0-1. Again, this is the first outing of the summer for Serwinski. Joined the team late. Goes to the University of Pennsylvania, who made it to the regionals after winning the Ivy League. Serwinski, one of 2 Penn pitchers on the SteepleCats staff. Also, Will Tobin was yet to arrive. Initially, Ryan Dromboski, the Ivy League Pitcher of the Year, was also on the roster. However, after the Ivy League tournament with how many innings he threw, he was shut down by the coaching staff. So only 2 Quakers on the Cat staff. But 2 guys who had significant contributions to one of the best pitching staffs in all of collegiate baseball. The count 2-2 to Aaron Downs. Got him looking on the curveball at the knees. A perfect off speed there from John Serwinski, and just like that, we've got 2 gone. That's the 4th strikeout for the rising sophomore.
Yeah, it's a really nice slider right there from Serwinski. Both of these pitchers really play off of their fastball in the low 90s very well with sliders and off-speed pitches to keep these hitters off balance. Very good showing, these 2 pitchers tonight.
The first pitch to the designated hitter today for Newport, Brian Broecker, in for a strike, 0-1. And make it 0-2.
Yeah, Brecker walked and was caught stealing on a really nice throw by Jason Shockley. That was back in the 2nd inning.
Brecker fouls one off down the right field line and onto the porch of the White House.
Not the White House, but a White House.
The White House in this surrounding area, I guess you could say. But yes, not the actual White House. The 0-2 again, and again in towards right field. Tackett ranging over, and it hits off the top of the building in play. And so we'll go again at 0-2.
Yeah, very weird how that building is in play. You have the scoreboard there as well. But it's been there since this field has been incorporated. It's been there for a very long time.
If there's a ball that kind of tails into the building and hits it on the side, that's a fair ball, even if it hits it in the air.
Yeah.
But of course, if it hits the top, it's a foul ball. 1-2 now the count to Brecker. Serwinski looking for his second 1-2-3 inning of the day. And he's got a chance to get it done here as that is popped up towards shallow right. Tackett's got it for out number 3. And so the goals go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th, and we move into the 5th inning here on the NECBL Network with the score Gulls 2 and Cats 1.
Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. Whether you're an island resident or planning a summer getaway, the fastest way to get to the Cape and Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information. Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
6-7-8 due up for the SteepleCats here in the top of the fifth inning. It'll be DM Jefferson who leads off. Went down via the K his first time up. The left-handed hitter. Hit a single back in the first game, also walked. And he goes ahead in the count 1-0 to start. Ryan Andrade here in his fifth inning. Looking as strong as ever. That is 54th pitch. Foul tipped, and it's 1-2. Jefferson still searching for his first RBI of the season. Has scored 3 runs, however, but won't get on there. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and strikeout number 7 for Ryan Andrade to start the fifth.
He just really has everything going tonight, and he's just following up his first performance, which was on opening night here at Cardines Field, and he's just been spectacular. The only run that he's given up was an unearned run. So he started his NECBL campaign now with 9 innings of no earned runs.
Brings up Camden Gasser, who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play to end the top of the second his first time up.
I feel like for some pitchers, like they'll lose their touch throughout the course of the game, like in the innings they pitch. But for Ryan, I feel like he's kept it pretty consistent now that we're in the 5th inning.
Make the count 3-0 to Gasser.
Yeah, and he actually made the bulk of his appearances, if not all of them, out of the bullpen this past year for URI.
He did have 38 strikeouts this past season for them.
Although a 4-pitch walk there to Gasser with 1 gone, and at the 10th time that Gasser has reached via the free pass this season. He walked 9 times in his first 3 games. Joked that he was going for the league walk record, which is 47. Not exactly on pace still to get it, but that's number 10. Jason Shockley to the plate, grounds it out to first his first time up. And he fouls the first pitch off. 0-1.
It's about the 5th ball that Rhoda seen tonight.
Nasty change-up, swing and a miss from Shockley. And it's 0-2. Another quick pickoff, but back is Gasser. Dangerous on the base pass. He's stolen 3 bags this year. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Shockley not too happy with himself as he goes down, and that is strikeout number 8 for Ryan Andrade.
Yeah, he's at 8 strikeouts and only 2 walks, and he's been able to keep his pitch count relatively down. He's just about at 60 pitches, so in the 5th inning, that pitch count very efficient to this point.
Here's Jack Reynolds, the 4th strikeout victim of the day. One of just 2 to go down looking. Ahead in the count 1-0. 2 straight balls from Andrade after starting ahead 0-1. Tying runner on first is Camden Gasser. Jack Reynolds looking for his 2nd hit of the season. And the redshirt freshman out of Clemson now ahead in the count 3-1.
First time really, it's only been a handful of times where Andrade has fallen behind these hitters.
Gasser on first, reached via a 4-pitch walk as time called by Reynolds. Just barely in time. Andrade ended up delivering the pitch. It was so late.
Yeah, Andrade not happy about that late timeout called by Reynolds. I think this is the 2nd time that he's done that. He did it in his last at-bat, too.
Well, 3-1 the count. Reynolds fouls it back, and that moves us full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Gasser at first will have a head start.
So this gets really interesting now. Reynolds, the number 9 hitter. If you're Andrade, you want to get Reynolds out here. I think Reynolds knows that, so he's going to be hunting fastball. Anything in the gap, most likely, will score Gasser from first.
The pitch, soft chopper, and it's going to be an infield single for Jack Reynolds. Was put into the perfect spot on the left side of the infield. Definitely not what Reynolds was hoping to do, but he gets his 2nd hit of the day after starting the season 0 for 16.
And I was wrong about that. Andrade actually went with an off-speed pitch there, and Reynolds just tapped it into the perfect spot, as you said, Adam, right in no man's land. Andrade pretty athletic off the mound, too, just couldn't get to it, and Slade Alford over at third tried to do the best he could. Even if he came up with that barehanded, I do not think he would have got the speedy Reynolds.
Brings up Ben Watson. He struck out twice in this game, but hit a double earlier today. Pops up the first pitch sky high. Branch, the shortstop, makes the catch over his head for out number 3. And the SteepleCats strand runners on first and second. 1 hit, no errors, and no runs. We move into the bottom of the 5th inning here on the NECBL Network.
Did you know that the NECBL plays over 40 games in under 2 months? That's a lot of baseball to stay on top of. If you want to make sure you don't miss a thing, sign up for the official NECBL newsletter, providing updates emailed directly to you, highlighting the best of the week that was. Don't miss out. Sign up at necbl.com today. Over 225 NECBL alumni have gone on to play Major League Baseball, including World Series MVPs Jeremy Pena and Steven Strasburg. With 13 teams in 6 scenic New England communities, the NECBL offers the most entertaining and competitive amateur wooden bat summer baseball in the country. Now celebrating over a quarter of a century of excellence, the New England League showcases baseball's brightest stars as they keep their eyes on their dream. For current team information, rosters, and schedules, visit necbl.com. The chase for the Fay Vincent Senior Cup begins on Monday, July 31st, when the 2023 New England League playoffs will get underway. This year's postseason will feature an 8-team bracket with 3 rounds of best-of-3 series to determine the league champion.
New pitcher into the game for the SteepleCats here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Jack Wren out of Marist College, making his 2nd appearance of the season. In his first outing, Wren went 3 1/3, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Final line for the SteepleCats starter, John Serwinski. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4. That the first appearance of the summer for the rising sophomore out of Penn. Jack Wren, a big righty, stands at 6'5" on the hill. He will face 8, 9, and 1 in the goals lineup. It'll be Matthew Shark who leads off. He flew out to right his first time up.
I would say overall, a really good outing for John Serwinski. Started off a little shaky, gave up that run in the first inning, and then scattered that home run in the third. But other than that, he was lights out, dominant. Only had 3 walks, too, 4 strikeouts. I'd say a really good first start in the NECBL for Serwinski.
Gave up the runs on a Trent Farquhar RBI single that brought home Dakota Jordan. And an Anthony D'Onofrio solo home run into right center. First pitch to Matthew Shark, in for a strike, 0-1. Breeze starting to pick up, just a couple 100 feet away from the water here in Newport, Rhode Island, historic Cardines Field. One of the most picture-perfect settings in all of baseball. Sparse crowd tonight after the rain, probably the smallest of the season for the Gulls.
Yeah, I would say so. And I would say all 3 home games that we have had so far have had some sort of rain.
The fans of the Gulls are very dedicated, though. Like, they'll come out in their raincoats and sit out as long as they need.
There were a number of fans who stayed under the 2 covered sections during the rain delay. At some points pouring pretty heavily as the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Jack Wren starts his day with a K. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Ryan Proto, who went down via the K his first time up.
The catcher, number 27, Ryan Proto.
It was surprising to many of us up here in the broadcast booth and many of the players down on the field that this game actually is being played with the rate that the rain was coming down and how long it took to get the tarp on the field.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it was dumping for 10, 15 minutes. And
Even more at one point.
yeah.
Ran ahead in the count, 0-2.
But the team did get the tarp on the field, which certainly saved play tonight. I mean, if that tarp doesn't get on the field, we are not playing, and you guys are about halfway home right now.
About a 4-hour drive from North Adams to Newport as a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Shockley's going to have to hurry up to get the throw off, and it's just in time. What a job there from Hudson Polk to keep his foot on the bag. And that's 2 strikeouts for Jack Wren to start his outing.
And Shockley kind of took his time, too, on that one. Thought he had some time, and he did, but the throw was a little wide. First baseman Polk doing a nice job showing off his athleticism there, stretching about as far as his body allows.
Brings up the top of the order, and Anthony D'Onofrio, who hit the home run his last time up. He sends that one just over the third baseman Reynolds' head and down in left field for a base hit. And D'Onofrio on his way to second. The left fielder Jefferson slips in the slippery grass, and it's a double, I think they'll score for D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio was smelling 2 right out of the box as soon as he saw it go over Jack Reynolds' glove, and it was placed perfectly where DM Jefferson, who was shaded more towards the right side of left field, had to race all the way over to the line, and by the time that he came up with it, D'Onofrio was easily at second.
And so a runner in scoring position here for the Gulls, who lead by 2. Would love some more insurance runs. A reminder, this game being the second of the doubleheader is 7 innings long, and so the SteepleCats will be down to their final 6 outs. First pitch to Dakota Jordan, in for a strike, 0-1. Jordan scored the first run of the game back in the first inning. Five RBIs on the season for the SEC all-freshman team member out of Mississippi State. Down 0-2 here, though, to Wren. To get out of the inning after the double. Pitch, and in the dirt. Nice block, though, from Shockley. Keeps D'Onofrio at 2nd. 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 infielders in as Wren steps off the mound. Want some new signs from Shockley. Here in the NECBL, the catchers call the games, but pitchers, of course, have free rein to shake off whatever they want. So a lot of teamwork between the two as the 1-2 upstairs, 2-2. Can sometimes take a while for the pitchers and catchers to get their chemistry together, as these guys met just over a week ago. Wren deals in the dirt again, and another good block from Shockley moves us full to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
D'Onofrio really dancing over there at second, trying to get the attention of Wren. Trying to distract him just a little bit. D'Onofrio has a lot of speed over at second. Wouldn't be surprised if he did try to take off for third.
Runner going. The payoff pitch is bounced towards second. And Hannon's throw to first is in time. Really nice play there from the second baseman out of Penn State. And so that'll do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. The Gulls get 1 hit. There's no errors, 1 left on base, no runs. And we move into the 6th with a score, 2-1 Newport here on the NECBL Network.
Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8, purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The Newport Gulls broadcast network features 7 high-definition cameras, graphics, instant replay, and extended pregame and postgame coverage. Watch the Gulls all season long every Friday night on Your View New England. Be sure to follow the Gulls all season long on our social media accounts at Newport Gulls on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Newport Gulls, and subscribe on YouTube.com/Newport Gulls for the latest video highlights and exclusive interviews.
Back on the NECBL network for the top of the 6th inning. Adam Gotkin, Quinton Pelzel, and Alexandra Shaw with you. And as things go in the NECBL for the final 2 innings, I'll send things back to the home broadcaster. Quinton, take it away.
Thank you so much, Adam, as the Gulls will head back to the mound. And we do have a new pitcher, Brian Hendry from Oklahoma State University. The rising senior from West Berlin, New Jersey, will take the bump, and he'll relieve Ryan Andrade, who went 5 brilliant innings yet again in his second start of the season. Went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. 2 walks and 8 strikeouts.
We always say in summer baseball that what can really turn a game around is a new pitcher coming into the game, just because you never know in collegiate baseball. A lot of guys just don't have their stuff some days, and maybe a chance here for the Cats to get back.
And that one just foul down the right field line. It'll be for the SteepleCats. Polk, Tackett, and Hannon due up.
That's as close as it can get down the first base line.
Hendry has bounced around, started his collegiate career with St. John's, and actually pitched in the Cape Cod League last year for Chatham. Pitched in 3 games, had a 2.7 earned run average, had 6 strikeouts and 3 1/3. And then this past year spent his season at Oklahoma State. That pitch is high. That pitch coming in at 96 miles an hour.
Woo. A step up in the velocity, probably the fastest that the Cats have seen all year.
And that pitch is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 3. And there's 1 away.
And not easy to catch up to 96 after seeing 92 all day earlier today. And I mentioned this in the first broadcast in the first game of our doubleheader, but the starter yesterday that the Cats faced against Samford was throwing his fastball at about 84 miles an hour. So this 10 miles an hour faster than that.
Out of the windup, and the pitch is going to be a tad high, 1-0 to Sam Tackett. Tackett's 1 for 2. He doubled, and then he hit a line drive to the shortstop back in the 4th. That was caught. And that one is in there for a strike, 1-1. Hendry got roughed up a little bit out at Oklahoma State, had a 6.63 earned run average, but he's a huge strikeout pitcher. 51 strikeouts in 36 innings. That pitch is fouled back. Out of play, it's 1-2. 14 walks in 36 innings.
And it's still just a one-run game. One swing of the bat can change everything.
Andrade, as of right now, it is the winning pitcher. That one is outside, 2-2. But a very well-pitched game on both sides. Very fast-moving as well. Game started a little after 7:30. And, of course, this is game 2 of the doubleheader, and that one is swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 down. Only a couple more innings left. 4 more outs for the SteepleCats, as Kyle Hannon will step to the plate. Cleanup hitter for the SteepleCats tonight.
Number 2, Kyle Hannon of Effort.
D'Onofrio shades a little bit to the right center field gap out in center field. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Hannon 1 for 2.
It's been a real solid day for Hannon after such a slow start to his season. Had a double earlier today that probably would have been a home run in any other park in this league, and a single run scored back in the 4th of this game. A batting average getting back up close towards 200 at 167.
1-1 is going to go to the backstop, 2-1. After tonight, the Gulls will be off, and then they will be back here at Cardines on Friday to take on the North Shore Navigators. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, 2-2.
SteepleCats host the Mystic Schooners tomorrow. First time that those two teams will face this season. And they'll play them again on Saturday.
Schooners playing right now. That fastball at 97 outside, 2-2. Schooners currently leading the Danbury Westerners 3-2. That is in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Check swing, a pitch outside, ball 4. So the tying run is on base right now with 2 away.
And Gunnar Johnson up, who's reached in both of his at-bats so far today. So maybe a chance here for the Cats to get something going. I wonder if maybe Kyle Hannon is going to be really aggressive on the base paths here and try and steal second, put himself in scoring position.
There's going to be a talk as to what's going to happen here.
Wonder if maybe they try a hit and run. Have Johnson just slap it to the right side of the infield, try and get it through. With Hannon on his way to second, he can make it to third. And you put runners on the corners for DM Jefferson, one of the better hitters in your lineup.
Gunnar Johnson was the batter when Colby Branch threw one away from the shortstop position and allowed a runner, and there's the runner. Throw down to second, not in time, as Kyle Hannon swipes second. So, Adam, you were right on that one.
And that puts the tying run now at second base, and with Hannon's speed, really, a base hit has a good chance of tying this ball game in the top of the 6th.
So things just got a little bit more dicey for Hendry and the Gulls. Swung on and missed. The fastball at 95, 1-1.
That's just so hard to catch up to for Gunnar Johnson. Even though he's at Wofford playing in one of the best conferences in the country, it's still, you're not used to that, especially this season when you haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know if you can ever be used to it.
1-1 is outside, 2-1. Hendry, such a live arm. We have seen that. Also seen a really nice slider. 2 very plus pitches.
What makes him so good, he's not just a one-trick pony.
There's a fastball, 2-2.
And Johnson just simply can't catch up to it. If I'm Hendry here, I'm going back to my pitch. I'm going back to the fastball. Just blow it right by him because Johnson hasn't at all shown that he can catch up to it.
So it'll be a 2-2. Fastball low and outside. Hannon getting a big lead at second. Wants to make sure that he scores on anything hit to the outfield. DM Jefferson struck out twice tonight. He is on deck. Payoff pitch. High and outside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning given up by Hendry. That's back-to-back now, and here is DM Jefferson with the go-ahead run on base. Jefferson has struck out twice tonight, and as Jefferson steps to the plate, looks like there's going to be some changes. And there's going to be a pinch runner for Gunnar Johnson at first.
That's going to be Nathan Lincoln pinch running there, and with Gunnar Johnson being the designated hitter, this is the first time that Ryan Abel has made an in-game substitution all season long. It shows how important of a game this is.
So anything into the gap now likely means 2 runs for the SteepleCats. At the very least, they would tie it up. No, go for it, Adam.
I was going to say, out of all guys that can catch up to this fastball 95-96, it would be the ACC starter in DM Jefferson.
Can't catch up to that one. Swings and misses. Strike 1. He struck out twice tonight. One for 4 overall with a walk in these 2 games. Pitch is high. He lays off a 95-mile-an-hour heater. It's 1-1. Hannon will take his lead from second. Nathan Lincoln, the pinch runner, from first. Hendry comes set. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And if I'm Hendry, I'm just going to rear back and keep throwing that fastball until these hitters can prove they can at least make contact with it.
Absolutely. No one has so far. Just keep throwing it until finally you can blow it by him. It's been 2 walks that have gotten the runners on here. It's not hits.
Here's the 1-2. Fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3 called, and that'll do it for the SteepleCats here in the 6th.
Jefferson's got to be careful, barking a little bit at the umpire, but he's finally going to make his way out. He was not happy with that call. Thought it was way outside.
No hits, 2 left on, 3 strikeouts in the inning for Hendry. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1, Gulls lead.
The NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. Whether you're an island resident or planning a summer getaway, the fastest way to get to the Cape and Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information. Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
Sixth inning, shortstop, number 13, Colby
And welcome back to Cardines Field as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Colby Branch will lead it off, followed by Trent Farquhar and then Slade Alford. Jack Wren stays out there to do the pitching for the SteepleCats. High-stress inning in the last half inning for Brian Hendry. Had the tying and go-ahead runs on and proceeded to strike out DM Jefferson looking to keep the score where it is, 2-1. So we are in the bottom of the 6th. One more inning and one more at-bat for the SteepleCats. Of course, this is the second game of a doubleheader between these two teams, the only time these two teams will be facing each other this year. It's now 1-1 to Colby Branch, who is 0 for 1. He has reached base. Did that in the first inning. Was later stranded at second. Wren from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Gulls got their run in the first inning. RBI single by Trent Farquhar, who's on deck. Also got another run 2 innings later. Home run by Anthony D'Onofrio as that ball is grounded foul outside of third. 2-2 is the count to Branch. 3, 4, 5 due up in this Gulls lineup, trying to get some insurance. Can't tell if there's anyone in the Newport bullpen, but I would imagine Hendry will be back out there for the 7th and final inning. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Jack Wren blows it by Colby Branch, the 3rd strikeout of his outing, and there's one away.
Outside of that double, Jack Wren has looked really solid here in this outing. As he did his first time out, he just gives up some extra base hits that end up haunting him. But 3 strikeouts here. He had a few his first time out this season, and another positive performance here from the SteepleCats. Although, if the score holds, it'll be a doubleheader sweep for the Gulls. I know there are things that the Cats will be happy about. It's always one of the things you got to do in summer ball when winning and losing isn't always the #1 priority. Is where are you improving? And there's definitely going to be things that you can look back on and say, hey, we did this well, and what can we work on for the future? Because this is still really early in the season. We're not even close to a quarter of the way through.
Pitch from Wren swung on and missed. It's 1-2 now to Farquhar. Farquhar has had a terrific last 2 games here in the doubleheader. And the 3-run home run, also had an RBI single tonight. Here's the 1-2. That's outside, 2-2. On deck is Slade Alford, Gull third baseman. That one is fouled away. Still 2-2 as he stays alive. With a win, the Gulls would move to 7-1 on the season. First place in the Coastal Division. 2-2 is on the ground to the right side. The first baseman to his right on the backhand, that's Polk, and he tags the bag 2 away.
Nice player there by Polk, a guy who is not the most familiar with playing first base. Mainly a catcher at Arkansas. Didn't get any action at first base this past year, but seems as if most catchers can pretty much slide between the two, and Polk has made a couple pretty good plays at one of the more important positions in all of baseball.
Pitch to Alford, swung on and missed 0-1. He's 0 for 2 tonight after going 3 for 3 in game 1. Here's the 0-1, swung on and missed. 0-2, and Jack Wren, who's retired every batter except for one, is almost on his way to completing 2 very solid innings out of the bullpen. Swung on, hit on the ground hard to the third baseman Reynolds, down to a knee, fields it, throws a little bit wide to first, but Polk grabs it and applies the tag harmlessly, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the 6th for the Gulls. We'll head to the top of the 7th, last at-bats for the SteepleCats. It is 2-1 in favor of the Gulls. You're listening to the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Broadcast Network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8, purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The Newport Gulls Broadcast Network features 7 high-definition cameras, graphics, instant replay, and extended pregame and postgame coverage. Watch the Gulls all season long every Friday night on Your View New England. Be sure to follow the Gulls all season long on our social media accounts at Newport Gulls on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Newport Gulls, and subscribe on YouTube.com/Newport Gulls for the latest video highlights and exclusive interviews. The chase for the Fay Vincent Senior Cup begins on Monday, August 1st, when the 2022 New England League playoffs begin. 6 teams will qualify this year, each of the 3 division winners and then the 3 teams with the highest winning percentages. The top 2 teams will receive a first-round bye, while the other 4 teams open things up with a single elimination wildcard round. The winning teams will advance to the best-of-3 series for the Final 4, and then the last 2 teams standing will match up in the best-of-3 NECBL Championship.
Back here at Cardines Field as we head to the top of the 7th inning. 2-1 Gulls lead. And we have a new pitcher on the mound. It is the right-hander, number 16, Braden Ostrander. So he'll come in to try to get the 3-out save and try to sweep the doubleheader for the Gulls from Florida Atlantic University. Stands at 6'2", 210.
And I'll tell you what, this is a really interesting guy to go to when you consider who the coach is for the North Adams SteepleCats. Ryan Abel, a graduate assistant and director of operations at Florida Atlantic. Where is Ostrander from?
Florida Atlantic.
So he's going to know him well. He's got that scouting report against him. And, you know, this is a lot of pride on the line. You want to do something against your coach, and if you're able, you want to, maybe beat up your pitcher a little bit.
So we'll see what happens here.
Leading off the 7th inning.
Hitting it off for the SteepleCats will be Camden Gasser. It'll be Gasser, Shockley, and Reynolds due up here in the 7th, which basically acts like the 9th because it is the last inning of play. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1.
Gasser walked his last time up. It was his first time on base in a while. Cats could really use their leadoff man on here. Would be 6 losses in a row if they can't get back in this game.
That one outside, 2-1 from Ostrander. Not very overpowering. Here's the 2-1. Outside, 3-1, so quickly Ostrander falling behind. On deck is Shockley. Gasser has already reached base tonight via a walk.
And with Gasser's speed, him being on creates a really dangerous situation for Newport.
Gasser seemingly taking all the way on that 3-1. Now it's 3-2.
It's a big pitch. 1 out of the leadoff man on. Could be a big difference maker in terms of this game.
Here's the pitch. And that is outside, ball 4, so things are just getting a little bit more interesting here. As Gasser's down to first, Adam, you mentioned his speed. Certainly a candidate to steal. Ostrander at Florida Atlantic at a 3.92 earned run average in 19 appearances. He was 1-0 at 24 strikeouts in 20 innings, so he is a strikeout pitcher.
Absolutely a chance to steal, but you also don't want an out in this type of game to come on the base pass. By the way, Gasser now tied again for the league lead in walks with 11. He's tied with Jake Berger from North Shore.
Anderson holding on Gasser at first. And Gasser almost went halfway to second before going back, and Ostrander stepping off.
You know, with the crowd's help, a lot of yells to step off. I don't know if he would if the crowd wasn't screaming it out.
Throw to first. Gasser is back. Of course, this is the NECBL rules. There's no limit to how many times you can throw over to first. The key here is for Ostrander to be quick to the plate and to hold Gasser on first as much as possible, as that pitch is high, 1-0. And not only do you have to deal with Gasser at first base, but you also have to deal with Shockley, who's at home plate, who represents the go-ahead run.
Guy with a lot of power. If he can really get behind the ball, he can take one for a ride.
Throw to first, and Anderson thought he applied the tag before Gasser got in standing, but he did not.
Dangerous for Gasser to just keep stepping back in, standing up, and not go for the head-first dive. Working so far.
Here's the 1-0. That's a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Pours it in at 90 miles an hour.
Another big change in velocity with Hendry going at 95 to 97, and now Ostrander at just 90.
Here's the 1-1 as a Let's Go Gulls chant breaks out here at Cardines with the few remaining spectators who have stuck it out all day.
810 the total attendance for the 2 days, for the 2 games. Not a split doubleheader, so just single admission.
1-2, breaking ball, and that's in there for a called strike 3, 1 away as Shockley is down looking.
The one thing you don't want to do in a moment like this, go down via the backwards K. You want to go down swinging at least.
Third baseman,
So with 1 down, here is Jack Reynolds.
Jack Reynolds.
Last time he was up, put one perfectly in between Andrade and Slate Alford over at third and reached on an infield hit. So Gasser still at first, throw to first, and Gasser is back.
2 hits on this day for Jack Reynolds, his best day of the season by far.
Pitch is in there at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Ostrander, a rising senior at Florida Atlantic, has a career 4.22 earned run average across 3 collegiate seasons. And another throw to first base, so Ostrander really paying a lot of attention over there at first to Gasser. 1 run, 3 hits for the SteepleCats. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Gulls. Count is now 1-1 here in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Gulls need 2 more outs to sweep the doubleheader and improve to 7-1 on the season. Here's the pitch. High outside, 2-1. Jack Reynolds, the number 9 hitter, is at the plate now. Ben Watson is on deck. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2. Infield shaded to the right side. Big hole in between the shortstop and third baseman. As Alfred really not shaded over. He's more towards the line.
Trying to prevent an extra base hit.
Here's the pitch. Chopper, right side, off the mound is Ostrander. His only play is to first. Gets the out there, and there's 2 down.
The Cats now down to their final out, but the tying run at second base. And with Ben Watson at the plate, he's a dangerous hitter. 0 for 3 today, but had one of the best seasons in pretty much Division III history this past year at Elizabethtown College, hitting in the 480s. He broke the Coastal Plain batting average record last year. So while struggling here in the NECBL, always a guy who you got to be careful of getting a base hit.
Yeah, this is the guy that you want at the plate if you're the SteepleCats. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. First team All-American in Division III was Ben Watson. 0 for 3 tonight. Left-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1. That's a strike. And I think the count is now 1-1,
Yeah,
I believe. Scoreboard is off.
Yeah, it is showing the scoreboard here with Cardines Field. It should be 1-1. It says 0-2. Our broadcast scoreboard's correct.
Ostrander looking in for the sign. He's got it. The 1-1. Breaking ball. Check swing. Did not go. Blocked in the dirt by Proto.
And that's a key block. If that gets to the backstop, Gasser goes to third.
Count is now 2-1. Home plate umpire Craig Andriozzi confirmed it. Here it is. High and outside, ball 3, 3-1. Hudson Polk on deck.
If you're Ostrander, a walk here, not the worst thing in the world, then creates the opportunity for a force out at third. Because the base is open, but of course you just want the out.
And that is on the outside corner for a strike. Watson was headed down to first base. Thought it was ball 4, but the 87-mile-an-hour fastball clipped the outside corner. So it's 3-2, 2 outs. SteepleCats down to their final strike. Gasser leads from second. Ostrander comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped at the plate.
Last night, the Cats had the Sanford Mainers down to their final strike, and then Jeremiah Jenkins hit a 2-run home run. Ben Watson wanted to do the same thing here, but to the Newport Gulls. That's happened twice to the SteepleCats in the last 4 games.
Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air to center field. Back goes D'Onofrio. He's got it lined up. And he makes the grab. The ball game is over, and the Gulls sweep the doubleheader. They win this one by a score of 2-1 as Ben Watson flies out. Ryan Andrade picks up the win, and Ben Ostrander picks up the save. Nice job by the Gulls tonight as they improve to 7-1 on the season.
Yeah, a good win there for the Gulls. 2 very different games today, but the Gulls showing that they can get it done both in a blowout victory and in a close game.
Going to head to a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to try to get an interview with Trent Farquhar. And when we come back, you'll hear Alexandra Shaw and Adam Gotkin. They will recap the game while I get the interview, but hang tight. We got a little bit more for you on the Newport Gulls. This is Newport Gulls baseball on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Bruce Bolt batting gloves are handmade by skilled craftsmen using 100% real Cabretta leather. The stitching, materials, and unique design make these the best-fitting, most durable batting gloves in baseball. For more information, visit brucebolt.us. That's brucebolt.us. Fans, stay connected by following the New England League on all of our social media channels. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/NECBL. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the NECBL, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Did you know that the NECBL plays over 40 games in under 2 months? That's a lot of baseball to stay on top of. If you want to make sure you don't miss a thing, sign up for the official NECBL newsletter, providing updates emailed directly to you, highlighting the best of the week that was. Don't miss out. Sign up at necbl.com today. Over 225 NECBL alumni have gone on to play Major League Baseball, including World Series MVPs Jeremy Pena and Steven Strasburg. With 13 teams in 6 scenic New England communities, the NECBL offers the most entertaining and competitive amateur wooden bat summer baseball in the country. Now celebrating over a quarter of a century of excellence, the New England League showcases baseball's brightest stars as they keep their eyes on their dream. For current team information, rosters, and schedules, visit necbl.com. The chase for the Fay Vincent Senior Cup begins on Monday, July 31st, when the 2023 New England League playoffs will get underway. This year's postseason will feature an 8-team bracket with 3 rounds of best-of-3 series to determine the league champion.
And we're back with the Newport Gulls post-game show. I'm Alexandra Shaw, and I'm here
Can I look at that one?
Adam Godkin.
Sure. Congratulations
And
on the win.
we're just going to kind of do like a brief recap of the game. So, like, how do you think our doubleheader went today?
2 very, very different games, to say the least. Starting things off with a absolute blowout. The Gulls winning 13-2, but that second game was a really good one. 2-1 the final. The Cats had a chance at the very, very end with a runner in scoring position, and Ben Watson hitting a ball that off the bat looked like he might have had a chance to carry all the way out. But 2 really good starts today from the starting pitchers in this game. Ryan Andre for the Newport Gulls going 5 innings with 8 strikeouts, and then on the SteepleCats side, John Serwinski in his debut going 4 innings, giving up just 2 hits and 2 runs. It was a solo home run that really did it at the end of the day, that really hurt him. But overall, a good outing for the SteepleCats in the second game of our doubleheader. And, of course, you don't want to lose both. You don't want to fall to 1-6 on the season, but there's a lot of positives that they can kind of hold their head on and go the long 4-hour bus ride back to Western Massachusetts with some things to be happy about.
I think that with the delay that happened, like once we kind of got into that second game, you could tell that a lot of players were kind of just like, it went by a lot faster in the start of it than it did in the first game. And I just think that once it was a close score during like the 5th inning, I think that it kind of became more serious for everyone. Everyone kind of took it a little bit more seriously at the end. But now we're going to jump down to the field to Quinton, where he is going to do a post-game interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Trent Farquhar. Had a big day at the plate today. Had the 3-run homer and the RBI single in Game 2. Take me through those 2 at-bats. You had that 3-run home run. How did that feel? And then this RBI single here. What went through your mind during that at-bat?
Yeah, obviously it felt pretty good to catch a couple barrels and help the team win. Luckily, I was able to get on time for a change-up left up, and obviously kind of hit it out of the ballpark. Sometimes it happens accidentally for me, but yeah, it was good. I was just trying to early. I try to get it something I can hit early and often with guys in scoring position and not waste any time. And luckily, I got a couple pitches to hit, and the barrel worked for me today. So I found a couple holes, and it was good.
There was about 2.5 hours in between the end of Game 1 and the start of Game 2. How do you kind of stay in the right mental mindset and stay prepared physically?
Yeah, obviously it's a challenge. Obviously being here for early work and stuff like that at 11 and playing a long first game, stuff like that. But we were just hanging out in between, playing a little password and stuff like that, and playing some iPhone games and stuff like that. Kind of get our mind off of baseball a little bit. And then once Coach said tarp's coming off, then it's like, all right, we can relock it back in. But yeah, just kind of staying loose and get my mind off baseball a little bit helped me stay loose in between games.
Team is now 7-1. You guys have the best record in the NECBL by about 3 games. What's clicking for you guys right now, and what's allowed you guys to get off to such a good start?
Yeah, you know, all facets of the game are working right now. Obviously, you can see we won today in 2 different ways. First game, 13-1, sticks were hot, kind of came out nice. And then the pitchers kind of saved us there. 3 hits each team, 2-1 ball game. So we can really win in any sort of ball game, close game, slugfest. Either way, we're pretty diverse and dynamic as a team, so that's cool to see.
Thank you, Trent. I appreciate that. Congratulations, and go get some rest.
Yeah, sounds good.
That was Trent Farquhar, infielder for the Newport Gulls. That'll do it for us on the Newport Gulls post-game show, and this has been a broadcast of the NECBL Broadcast Network. I want to thank Adam Godkin, Alexandra Shaw, and the entire production crew. Thank you so much for all you do. That'll do it for us here tonight, and if you're watching still, please drive home safe and have a great rest of your night.